Hey everybody, and welcome back to It's Only Food with Chef John Politte. Today we're going to be showing you how to make Beijing beef. Cue the music. Alright, well thanks for watching. I appreciate you being here. Like I said, we're going to be making Beijing beef, so let's drop down here and see what our ingredients are for this. We've got 1 pound of flank steak that we're going to slice into 1/4-inch strips, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of some ground Szechuan pepper, 1 egg white that we're going to beat, 1 red bell pepper, large dice, 1 yellow onion, large dice, 2 cloves of garlic, minced. And then for our sauce, we're going to have a 1/2 cup of water, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1/4 cup of hoisin sauce, 3 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 1/4 cup of sugar, 3 tablespoons of sriracha sauce, 2 tablespoons of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of white vinegar, and 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Then we're going to use 1 tablespoon of cornstarch and 1 tablespoon of water to make a slurry to thicken that sauce up. But a lot of prep to do, so let's get busy. Alright, first thing we want to do is we want to make our marinade a little bit. So I'm going to take our egg white and other ingredients and we're going to put them in this bowl here. Very carefully take our egg white out. And I have a video card here that I put in there for you to see if you want to go over and watch a video on how to separate an egg from the egg white. Okay, let's keep that because you never know. Then we're going to add our soy sauce, baking soda, chili powder, or our pepper, our Szechuan pepper, and then the cornstarch in there. And we'll just use a fork. And we're going to beat this up really good. Set this off to the side and you'll see what we're going to do with that in a minute. Alright, we've got our beef here. I got a bottom round that I'm using instead of a flank steak because it's hard to find flank steak. But basically you just want to cut it across the grain in about 1/4-inch slices like this. And we're going to put it into our pan there and we're going to add our marinade to it, but I'm going to go ahead and finish this up so you don't have to watch me do that, and we'll come back to our pan here. Alright, here's our pan with the sliced beef in it. We're going to take this marinade that we made with the cornstarch and the peppers and the pepper and the egg white. And we're just going to pour that right in here like that. And you grab all of it. And then you want to just use your hands and you want to just get this all over the beef. And we're just velveting this beef so it's tender and it will cook and hold a nice crust on it without getting tough. And you want to let this sit and marinate for about a 1/2 hour, preferably in the refrigerator. Alright, I took the liberty of cutting the pepper and the onion, and there's a card there you can see right here that I did for how to cut a pepper up. And then I got the garlic all minced here. So we'll go ahead and move into our sauce now. Alright, so let's go on and make our sauce now. I'm going to go ahead and put our hoisin sauce right in there. And that noise you hear in the background is the rice being cooked in the rice cooker. Our sriracha sauce. Go ahead and throw the sugar in there, the ketchup, soy sauce, oyster sauce, rice vinegar, the water, and last but not least our cornstarch. We are just gonna Mix this up really well. Alright, so there it is. Here's our sauce. We've got all of our other ingredients done, all prepped, ready to go. Let's head over to the wok and start cooking. Alright, so we've got our wok, we've got our tools, we have all of our ingredients and our prep done over there in the Meixsell en place. So I'm going to focus on our wok here. Alright, I'm going to turn it so it's on a medium to medium high heat. The recipe calls for a neutral oil to saute and fry your meat and your vegetables in. It was in the method part of the ingredients, but it wasn't listed in the ingredients part of it. So I'm using half of, and I got about a quarter cup. And I'll put this in the recipe before I post it. But I'm gonna put half of the oil in and we're gonna do our beef in that. So when this gets hot, we'll add our beef. And that noise in the background is still the rice cooking. I'm gonna put a tiny piece of beef in there just to see. When it starts sizzling, we'll know. All right, we can see that that beef is starting to get some bubbles around it, so it's cooking. I'm just going to let it get a little bit hotter, and then we'll add the rest of it in there. I'm not going to do this big batch all at once either. Just do it in little batches. I got the beef, you see that, been all coated with that marinade and the cornstarch. We'll just put that in there. I'm going to go about 3 times. We'll let this cook up nice. You just want to get it browned off, a little color on each side. Because we are going to add this back into the pan. I'm going to take what we've cooked here and I'm going to throw it into a separate empty container like this and keep that until all the meat's cooked, and then we're going to cook our vegetables, but we'll get ahead of ourselves here. You want to just get a little bit of color on each one, get it to cook. We're going to add, I got about 2 more of these. So, tell you what, when I get all done, we'll go back to the cooked beef and then we'll start with the vegetables. Right here, it's all browned off. So we're going to add this again, but first we want to take the rest of our oil, put it into the wok. And we're going to throw our vegetables in there to cook those. You want to cook these onions and peppers until they're getting a little aromatic and a little color on them. And you want to add that garlic in there. And we got our sauce. I'm just going to add about half a cup of our sauce in there, just to help those peppers and onions cook. Got the onions and the peppers have gotten some color to them. I'm going to add the meat back into this. I'm going to add the rest of our sauce into the pan here. Stir it all up. With that, I'm going to take our 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. I'm going to put it into a bigger bowl to help mix it. I added our 1 tablespoon of water in there. And I'm just going to pour that right into the middle of the pan. We're going to stir this up. We're going to let it cook. We're going to let it thicken. We're going to wipe up some of this mess. Let me tell you, this smells fantastic. We're just going to let this cook and thicken on a medium heat. Looks good. As soon as it's done, I'm going to plate this up. We're going to take some photos of it. And we are going to come back and give it a nice, we're going to come back and give it a taste. Don't go anywhere. Alright, beautiful pictures. Let's go in for a taste here. Oh, that sauce is just beautiful. We'll go ahead and get one little piece of meat here, as you can see. Tender beef, a lot of layers of flavor there. A little bit of heat, not a lot. Get an onion in there. Beef is very tender. A couple of peppers in here. Then a little bit of heat. I did top it with some red peppers though for garnish. That might be what it was. A little sauce on the rice. Yeah, very good. A lot of different levels in there. It's cooked easy, quick, simple. The only thing was the prep, which took a little bit of time just to put everything together, but it was definitely well worth it in the end. Beautiful dish with some beautiful vibrant colors and some outstanding flavor. So go ahead and check this out. The recipe is down below in the description box or the first pinned comment. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to stop by my seasoning shop over on www.itsonlyfood.biz. I appreciate you watching. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.
These rappers don't listen. Well, let me show them something. You hear that beat bumping from the soul kitchen. Now what you fixing up? Good food, soul food, come and pick it up. These rappers don't listen, well let me show them something. You hear that beat bumping from the soul.